Alright, so for this week we're going to be looking at the stock ticker symbol AMD. This is one of the stocks that I trade. As we can see right now, we have one of our indicators pulled up on the chart. And before we jump off into this, I just want to say that when I trade, or specifically my watch list, I only trade about 4 or 5 different ticker symbols. That means I don't jump around from ticker symbol to ticker symbol to ticker symbol thinking that it's gonna trade well. I only stick to a handful of stocks that I trade on a regular basis. The only way I would trade another stock is if it's in the news, and if the news is telling me that a big change is happening, if a company is buying another company, if the stock is in the news for some reason, if it's tanking or if it's going up. That's the only reason why I would enter into another trade. Other than that, I'm fine with my current watch list. So, as we can see over here, we have AMD pulled up, and based off of this chart, we can see the indicators, we can see the trends, we can see all of this. It's very, very simple to read. Now, Thursday would have probably been the easiest day to trade because you would have only entered into about 2 or 3 trades, and it would have been very, very profitable. And the most difficult day to trade throughout this entire week would have probably been Wednesday. Even though you would have been profitable, it could have gone a little bit difficult over here because it was choppy. So let's zoom in this chart, zoom in on Monday. Alright, now, this is Monday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, and Monday. Alright, over here, the 26th. As we can see, not everybody jumps into the market as soon as it opens. Some people do. Some people trade the first 10-15 minutes of the market. Other people wait. I personally would have waited until I got this trading signal. I would have jumped into it, possibly closed out with a minor loss, entered into this one, entered into this. I could have had a few break-even trades, but I would have made the most over here from about 10:45 to 12:40. And then I would have made a little bit more towards the end of the day. But as we can see, trading isn't something many people might jump from chart to chart to chart, but trading is something that can be very, very passive. It doesn't have to be very, very active. You don't have to be very excited. All you would have to do is enter into a couple of trades a day and you'd be profitable. And these trades could take 10 to 15 minutes to analyze and just jump into it. So it's not that difficult to do. The thing that makes it difficult is watching the trade, being mindful of the trade, risk management, closing out of the trade if it's going in the wrong direction. By wrong direction, I mean if you made a put, and if you created a put trade and the market goes up, or if you entered into a call trade and the market went down. So knowing how to set your stop losses, making sure they're very tight, and closing out of them, and closing out in profit, and just keeping an eye on the market. Now, it's not the most exciting thing in the world, even though there is great potential in it, and many people do find it exciting, but a lot of people also find it boring, and that's why they might not do as well. While they're looking at the stock chart, they might bring up another tab and go on YouTube, or they might surf the web. They might do something else that can distract them, so their attention won't be on the chart. So when you're looking at the chart, your attention has to be on the chart, and that goes in and that ties in with trading psychology. Now we're going to skip to Thursday, one of my favorite days of the week. As we can see over here on Thursday, it just starts off as a very, very bearish trend. The market drops as soon as the market opens. Here we are, 9:30 right here. Now I would wait a little bit. Might enter right around over here. And I would just held on to this trade, exited over here, re-entry, held on to it, get into a call, and even this trade alone over here, 63 to 64, if you would have traded that alone, you would have been fine, depending on how many contracts you purchased. So very, very easy day to trade. So if you had this up while you were working on something else, you would have been fine. So not every day is as easy as Thursday. Some of the days they're a little bit more choppy. As we can see over here, the market starts off in a bullish direction. Where is this? Starts off very bullish. As you can see, close to hitting that point over there. This could have been an exit point right around here. As we can see, it's hitting the line over and over and again. You can see this over here. It's hitting this point as well. So it could have been a good exit point. But yes, as I have this up on the chart, right around here would have probably been a good exit point. The tricky part of the day would have been around midday around here, even though it could have been very profitable. The market was throwing in some signals that weren't really that accurate. And the reason why they weren't that accurate is because the market was choppy. This period of consolidation over here, the market just bouncing up and down over here, breaking out right around here and ending up in a bearish, in a bullish trend. So yes, you would have been profitable, but this would have been the tricky part of the day, and everybody has losses when they trade. It's okay, it's expected, it's normal. As long as you are winning, as long as you're profitable, that's what matters. You can have 9 losing trades with very, very small losses, and then you could have 1 big trade worth thousands. So keep that in mind. You can have a 10% winning rate, but if you know what you're doing, you can be profitable. So this is it for the day. This is October 1st. We're looking at AMD this week. We're just looking at AMD.